Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, I got rocked by a warlock last time. He was able to get off one clever move. I certainly didn't see it coming, because there was very little way to tell between that and... It wasn't even bad play, it was just not how I would play it, so... But once he did that, once he drew about 3 cards while killing my army, it was going to be pretty hard to come back at that point. So, it'd be nice not to get jerked around and tricked like that again, but we're going to find out. This is the first time I've had a really bad starting hand, I think. Get rid of these. We're going to keep the Blood Knight, because that's how bad my starting hand is. Hope I get some other cheap things. This is probably turning into a 3-2. Squelch. Oh, well, there's another option I can play. Thing is, this doesn't, like, beat everything. It is probably going to do 3 damage to stuff. That's not really that impressive, really. Okay, that's not good. He's a particularly good solution to this, so we're not going to play this. We are, in fact, going to Power of the Wild for a 3-2. There's so many ways, with him, there's so many ways this could go wrong. Like, backstab this, he'll kill them all, and then she'd still have 2 mana, or 3 mana, or no, 2 mana. Yeah, boy, would I have been screwed. This way, she did the backstab, but she had to do one damage to her own Pyromancer for nothing. Fortunately, I'm going to have to take even more damage to kill him. I can't, like, leave him alive and keep playing stuff, because he kills all my stuff. So like, dropping him first did a lot of damage to my cause. And I'm not in a good position next turn either. I could swipe, but anything else I do is not going to use my mana very well. Unless she plays something that I can Kung Fu, and I play that with the Creeper, but eh. So, she has definitely messed up my tempo. My pacing has been horrible because of that Pyromancer.
Don't mess with Tusker.
I see. So that's a pretty good solution to her, frankly. I could just play this Kung Fu the Boar and see how that goes. I've got to Power the Wild now. This is not especially a strong play, but I'm hoping it is sort of an efficient play, and it does set me up to double the size of the 1/1s and still play something else next turn, potentially. Of course, they still don't do that well against her. Ooh, that's no good. Wow, is that no good? Oh my god. I'm gonna get crushed. I don't have a way to do 1 more area damage too. I could swipe and it would hurt this guy, but it won't kill him. Oh man. Such horrible badness. Like, I'm gonna have to swipe just to get rid of that. I don't even have a choice. It's that bad. God damn. I don't see any way around it. I think this game is just going down the tubes. A lot of people like the idea of not attacking with this, like, basically ever. You just save it, and then kill your opponent. That's a bad idea against certain classes, but as a druid, I'm unlikely to get it. Once its toughness rises above 2, it's unlikely that I can kill it while it's stealth. So that would turn this into a race. On the other hand, by not attacking, you are losing a lot of damage in between. Like, if it didn't die right away, it could deal a lot more damage to me over time if it attacks every turn than if it waits until it has lethal damage. Okay. Now what? Oh man, I don't like this situation. So that was kind of strange. I feel like in this situation, I know that I have no good way to get rid of this, so not attacking seems like a good move, but no.
What to do?
I don't have a good way to get rid of it either. Like, I could power the wild, waste to power the wild, just so that I could trade for that, and then I'm not getting it on the 1/1s. Now, if it kills it, it could be worthwhile. On the other hand, I could Kung Fu that, which would be another 3 damage to me, which is really risky because of the beatings I've been taking.
What to do?
But then, I'd get the 1/1s. I could play a 3/2 and then power the wild everything. I don't really want to power the wild when they can't attack, though. So that's not great. I think Kung Fuing this guy is probably the way to go, though.
What?
Going with Shapeshift and this. And that leaves me 4 mana to play, I guess, her. I could use my mana more efficiently the other way, but I don't want to put all my stuff out there and... Yeah, I don't want to spend both of these all when nothing can attack, which would give her an opportunity. It's hard as a rogue, but it's still possible she could just, like, kill everything. She could, like, poison a dagger and then throw it at me. Hit everything for 3 damage. And that would have wiped out my games. Dope. God damn, I'm getting my ass kicked by the cold bloods. Oh my god, she got so many cold bloods. Oh, this is over. She only has to do 1 damage to me to win. Unless I had a giant taunt. So that's not going to help. I still needed taunt to survive. I can blow it up and give her 2 more cards, which is bad. I guess my Kung Fu does neutralize the regular dagger if I Kung Fu every turn and don't hit minions with it. So theoretically I could survive somehow. With 2 Power of the Wilds, she could kill him and just lose her bubble. Or I could play him to steal her bubble. Then Power of the Wild would also be growing him. I need to Kung Fu once, though, for sure. We're going to do that now, because if I don't do that, I die. I'm almost certainly dead anyway, because all she has to get is anything. I'm not going to naturalize, because that'll give her more chances to draw things to kill me. If she has no direct damage and I kill this guy, then theoretically I'm still in play here. I guess we'll just play him and Power of the Wild once.
Glory to the sky. Join or die.
This would be, if I'm not dead now, though, I need to draw, like, my Iron Bark or something. Direct damage, or if she gets a taunt out and can keep it out, that would mess me up pretty bad, too.
For the crusade!
Well, I guess I just wouldn't hit it, but... No, I am still technically alive right now. I really need to draw a taunt, though. Or else I have to kill all her forces every turn, which is getting hard. No, he is no use to me whatsoever. Okay. I may have to naturalize her, which is horrible, because it gives her more options with which to kill me.
What to do?
But, like, I need to Kung Fu in order to survive the dagger. So we're going to do that right now. So I can't mess it up and not do that. Yeah, this is so stupid. She's gonna draw something to kill me, but if she doesn't have the direct damage, if it's just minions, if I don't do this, I don't have enough ways to damage her. I don't have enough damage dealing like attacks and stuff to kill all of the minions. And I have to kill all the minions every turn. So
For the wild.
So she's had a lot of chances to draw like a Shiv or anything. Shiv, poison, the stupid elf that does 1 damage. Like, that's really good against me right now. I'm gonna have a hard time because I've got to waste a whole attack killing the poop. Unless I get an owl. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, an owl, I could have won the game. Yeah, an owl would have won me the game with the power of the wild. But now, yeah. Yeah, I can't even do it because I have to kill the, even though I could, like, I have to kill the poop to not get daggered to death, so I'm actually just dead. This guy screwed me over. Badly.
For Lorthamar.
I was trying. Naturalize bad. If that naturalize had been a wrath, we'd been fine. There are things I could have drawn that could have let me come back there. Not a lot. Because I don't have that much taunt in here. But in that situation, taunt would have done it. I guess if I'd been playing with the gain 8 life card, that would have done it, but most of the time it's not helping. So we're in sudden death now.
Malfurion versus Garrosh.
Fighting, just need this win just to be above average.
I must protect the wild.
There's another slow starting hand if I ever saw one. I'd like to keep the Druid of the Claw, but the Owl is such a not great early game card, even though it is castable, that I really wanted to get something else going on. Alright. Naturalize, also not a great early game card. Or incredibly horrible early game card. So I'm going to play the Croc first. I have a lot of choices here. Fairy Dragon's hard to target, but the Warrior is more likely to kill with the axe if he has it, the Fiery War Axe. So I'd rather find out if he has a Fiery War Axe with this than with the Fairy Dragon. Now if he used a Heroic Strike for that, he almost certainly doesn't have the Fiery War Axe, so it's probably a good time to Fairy Dragon. It may not actually be any more annoying for him, but I could have was worth drawing it out. That's not very good. You know, it's an odd situation, but because he's going to give me a minion in play, and it's early, I think it's actually worth naturalizing him. Let's see what happens. Could be, come on, Treant. Okay, good enough. I'll take it. It gave me a giant card. That is pretty good. Hit you. And we'll play that. Go. Now, I did give him a million cards. But the fact that I got something that was above my average casting cost, that makes it pretty rough. If I'd gotten something low casting cost, then that would have still been probably a win for him. Ah, I see. So he could use that to kill this guy, although he'd take 1 billion damage in the process. Well, I don't even really want to play this guy because I'm wasting his heal. I probably should play him, but I'm not sure I'm going. I don't think I'm going to.
Problem solved.
Waste the heal, or Kung Fu's only doing 1 damage. If he wants to use this to kill him, he's gotta take another 7 damage. You know, I better play him, even though it's a waste. It's a waste of the heal, but having another 3/3 in play can make a big difference, because this is gonna kill the rest of my army, probably. Unless he has a better way to kill. Really? You have another plan to kill this guy? Okay. You do need him to die. Alright.
For the Lich King!
This has been a crazy game already. He still has a lot of cards, but I just have to do 10 more damage to him. Give or take armor. And he just may not... It's early enough in the game that he doesn't necessarily have the mana to capitalize on how many cards he has. He's still probably only playing 1 or 2 per turn, unless they're all winnies. That's not necessarily going to help him that much. In fact, it's not going to help him at all. Okay. So, naturalized for the win that time? Sort of. Mostly Death Knight drawback for the win. But, that kept me in the game, so we're going to see if I can get any farther next time. Put the hammer down on that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.